Alright, hello guys. So, with Persona 3 Remake coming out soon, I have recently been replaying all of Persona 3 Portable because that's the easiest one to get my hands on right now since it's on Steam. And I'm coming up to the end of the game. As you can see, I've made it to about the end of the game. If not, this is basically close to the end of the game. And I am going to be doing all the hidden bosses of this game. Some of them are actually really difficult, and I thought might as well make a little guide slash showing off me beating them, because one of them is considered one of the hardest bosses in Shin Megami Tensei series, I believe. That being Elizabeth or Theodore. But I thought I would go ahead and do this. And the three bosses I'm going to be taking out are going to be the Reaper, Margaret, and Elizabeth or Theodore, depending on what gender you picked. For me, it's going to be Elizabeth because I am the male character. And yeah, I'm going to be starting off with the Reaper because he's the easiest. And to do the Reaper, based on everything I've planned out, you don't even have to beat the game yet, obviously. You don't even have to be this far in this game. But before you go to the Dark Hour, very important, make sure you have bought the Indra bracers. Now, this isn't technically needed for the full setup. It's recommended. The reason it's not technically needed is because these become available after November 2nd in game for 72,000 yen at the police station. So these aren't needed because they cap out a little bit harder on the how far in the game you have to be before you can do this. But it's recommended to make sure you're maximizing your damage against the Reaper. So I already got one. Besides that, you can do this as early as you want. But the way I'm going to be doing this is going to be using Odin, the Ultimate Emperor persona. So the requirement is maxing out the Emperor social link that you should have gotten all the way back in the beginning of the game in April. They ask you to join the student council. If you accept, you'll start this Emperor social link, and I basically max that out. And once you max it out, you'll get this cheap lighter allowing you to fuse Odin. Now, fusing Odin himself isn't that hard, but we're going to be fusing him in a special way, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do now. So we're going to need a few personas to start this fusion off. The first one you're going to need is a Chernobog. By the way, if you don't know how to fuse some of the personas that I have, you can simply look up on the internet Persona 3, whatever version you're playing, fusion calculator. So for me, Persona 3 Portable fusion calculator, and you can very easily find a way to start fusing these guys that you don't know how to fuse. The reason that we want to use him in this fusion is because of the Null Wind skill. Very useful. Also, when you're taking on this quest, if you are far enough in the game, there should be a quest for defeating the Reaper. If you haven't already, I would recommend accepting that quest so you can make sure that he drops the item needed to finish that quest. What you're actually just going to need is a Loki fusion that uses Byakuyo, or any fusion that Byakuyo's in that creates it. Alright, the next one that we're going to need is Byakuyo from the moon, which the important thing about Byakuyo here is the electric boost, like I said. Alright, we have Byakuyo now. Alright, there we go. So, what I did is Lilith, Byakuyo, and Takamine Nakata. As long as the end result is Loki and you are using Byakuyo. Alright, now we're simply going to have to keep re-rolling until we get Electric Boost as a pass-down skill. This can be annoying. There we go, Electric Boost. I do have a level 10 C's, so this is going to fuse him with all that good levels. Give him Megadola and all that good stuff. Alright, now we're going to be doing the next fusion, which is going to be another triangle fusion. And we're using Loki, we're going to be using Chernobog, and we're going to be using Mothman from the Hermit Arcana. And those should put into a triangle fusion, and that should get us Odin. And there's Odin. Alright, now we just need to make sure he gets the right skills. He needs Electric Boost and Null Wind. Here we go. There's Null Wind. As you can see, his weakness is Wind. That's why we want that. And here's Electric Boost. Now let's fuse this. The Ultimate Emperor Persona Odin. There he is. There's Electric Amp. You want that as well. What Odin brings to the table is the strongest electric skill in the whole entire game. Thunder Rain, I believe is what it's called. And so with Electric Boost, it's going to be even more powerful. With the accessory item I showed you earlier, even more powerful. We're basically just going to try to be overpowering the Reaper before he even gets a chance to do anything. The next thing we're going to want to do is level up Odin a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and level him up, and I will be back once I have finished leveling up Odin. The requirement to level him up is 63, but if you go 65, you level him up to 65, the next skill he'll get is Spellmaster, which is actually really useful, and so I can recommend that as well. Alright, let me go level him up. Alrighty, so we are back, and I have taken the liberties of grinding Odin all the way up to level 65, giving us both Thunder Rain and Spellmaster, which is going to half the SP cost, which is going to be very useful. Anyway, yeah, we now have Thunder Rain, Spellmaster, Elect Boost, Elect Amp, Null Wind. Yeah, that is huge. It's going to take away our Persona's weakness, make his electric attacks absurdly strong. We have the strongest electric attack in the game, and it's at half SP cost. Alrighty, so now we are going to mess around with what team we are going to bring to defeat the Reaper. And the team I'm going to be using is going to be Yukari, Akihiko, Aegis. Now, based on what team you bring, different accessories are required for each of the members. The team I'm using, I'm going to want 2 Thunder Gloves and a Frozen Stone. Thunder Gloves are dropped when Thor hits level 60, and a Frozen Stone is dropped when Gabriel hits level 75. If you're using Junpei, you're going to want to get Cert to level 59 to get the Blazing Flame, and if you're using Ken, you are going to want to get Thanatos to level 71 to get the Ring of Darkness. I don't recommend using Mitsuru for this fight, Mitsuru or Koromaru for this fight. So the next thing we're going to need, obviously, is we're going to have to make a Thor. And if we put them together, we'll get Thor. We need to get him all the way up to level 60. Also, Thor is an ultimate persona of the Chariot Arcana. Most of the personas I just listed to get the heart items are ultimate personas of their respective arcanas. So Chariot Arcana is going to be whatever sports team you chose back in the first month. Make sure you max that out. So I'm going to tell you the trick. You're going to want to get Thor as close to level 60 as possible without hitting it. And as soon as you get to as close to level 60 as possible without hitting it, you're going to register him, and that's going to save the next EXP as well as his current level. And so as soon as you hit level 60, get your heart item, you're just going to chuck Thor out, summon a new one, and get him like the very small amount of XP needed to level up. Alright, and then we're going to need a Gabriel getting all the way to level 75. Also, if you guys don't remember, the personas do have to be fused in order for it to give them the heart item. You cannot get them out of shuffle time. You have to fuse them if you want to get the heart item. I'm going to fuse a Scathach with an Ariel to get Gabriel. Not the most optimal way to do this at all, but we are registered. Whatever. Alright, so I have 2 personas I need to level up. Actually 3, because I need to do this guy twice. And we need to get the heart items. So I got my work cut out for me, it looks like. And I'm going to have to grind some more. And I'll come back once I do that. Alright, I just wanted to show this off real quick. My current persona is Thor, and we got him to level 59 with only 1,504 experience to level 60. So we're gonna quickly come into here and register him. And now, if we look in the persona compendium and we go to Thor, we're going to see that it's always going to be 1,504 to the next level, which means I can easily get the Thunder Punching Gloves twice. Alrighty. So I have finished grinding out Tartarus. We have completed Tartarus, but that's not what's important. What is important, however, is I have maxed out Thor twice, and I have maxed out Gabriel, or I've gotten Thor to level 60, and I've gotten Gabriel to level 75. And we now have the items that we need for this fight. We have the lightning gloves ×2, as you can see right there, and we have the frozen stone, as well, of course, as the Indra bracers as well. So let's go ahead and get the team together, equip everything that we need to, and we should be ready to fight the Reaper. Persona, equip Odin. Alright, then let's go ahead and equip our accessories to everyone. Give me the Indra bracers. Give you Kari lightning gloves. Give Akihiko frozen stone, I'm blind, and Aegis the lightning gloves. Alright, let's go ahead and heal him real quick. That's cool. We're going to save. And now we have to enter Tartarus on any floor. I'm going to say any normal floor because I don't know the exactics of it. And we're just going to have to wait for 10 minutes while the Reaper spawns on that floor. Alright, see you guys in 10 minutes.
Be careful. I sense death.
There he is, the Reaper. Alrighty. I stopped counting how many times this is. Alrighty. So, we have an actual battle. So, how this works, I'm going to explain this again because I figured something out. I've done quite a few attempts at this point on this boss battle. It's kind of annoying, but so we're going to use Thunder Rain, which not only deals severe electric damage with all that electric boosted I showed you earlier, but if it hits, it's guaranteed to shock the opponent. Alright, now the shock alignment is very interesting because it means every hit on the opponent is a critical hit. And if you don't know about critical hits in this game, they force knockdown. But interesting thing, when you knock down an opponent that is already knocked down, you inflict a dizziness status, which means they can't act next turn. Now here's where I learned my lesson. Usually I used to stay in with Odin and do this Vile Assault because heavy pierce damage with the knockdown bonus did a lot of damage. But I keep dying to the light and dark one-shot moves, so I'm just going to be switching over to this Michael over here, which has Repel Light, and thanks to Repel Dark, he is also immune to dark, and he doesn't have any weaknesses. And he's still got Heaven's Blade, so he's still going to be doing a lot of damage. You can also do this, but I need my SP, so I'm going to be doing Heaven's Blade. That's still some good damage. Now we're going to make sure that we can survive the next turn. Because on hard mode, the Reaper can still one-shot my whole team. Unless I buff and debuff. On normal mode, you should be fine. I was running this on normal mode. It seemed really easy. So if you're on normal mode, you should be absolutely fine. Alright, Reaper's turn. He is in love with those one-shots this time around. Alright. Come on. I just need this one to hit, and then we can put him in the loop. This one's kind of important, though. Alright. We got the loop. I can't use any of her attacks, so we'll just do this. Which is fine. I couldn't use Akasha Arts there because she was only at 1 HP, but that's fine. Alright, heal. Swap to Michael. And Heaven's Blade. Lucky crit. Alright, now I'm going to increase the hit or evasion rate mostly so I can just make sure Thunder's Rain connects more reliably. Thunder Rain connects more reliably, yeah. And then we're going to lower his defense so we can start killing him quicker. And Mediarama, just to make sure that no shenanigans happens with our pro tag. Alright. He really loves his one-hit KO moves this time around. Alright, back to Odin. And let's loop. Alrighty. And she just heals herself. Heaven's Blade. Alright, so the unfortunate part is I think Aegis doesn't get the defense boost here, but she's the bulkiest one here, so I'm not too worried about her. And I'm just going to make sure everyone's at full HP. And he wastes his turn on Ice Break. That's fine. Go to Odin. Thunder Rain. There's the defense revert that I was talking about, but I think she's fine. Alright, the hit evasion rate's returning back to normal. Just shoot an arrow for Chip. Michael Heaven's Blade. Gonna up the hit evasion rate again. I guess isn't gonna get it, but that's okay. That's something that I really liked in Persona 4, how they made it so if you use those type of moves on a person that already has the effect, it just extends the effect instead of just doing nothing. Very useful. Alright. So Meteorama. Reaper's gonna get up. Alright. And this is why we use Michael now. That is why we now use Michael. Because that would have killed me last time and I would not have been happy. So because Akihiko is down, we're going to have to skip the all-out attack this time around. And go straight to dizziness. That's fine though. And we have the resurrecting move. Back to Michael. Make sure that does not happen to us. I'm guessing, yeah, his attack is normal right now, so let's fix that. And let's give everyone a heal. And he wasted an ice break. That's fine. We're gonna Thunder Rain here. Yep. Kasha Arts, and we can actually all-out attack this time. Dizzy. I can just chip here. Go to Michael. I have lost it right here too many times. Hit evasion rate up is what I want. And we're going to put his defense down. And we're going to heal. Alright. That's not good, but we can deal with this. Alright, I'll just... Yeah, I see it. I see it. Thunder Rain. Dizzy him here. I ain't risking crap. We're gonna use our Balm of Life here. Use it on Igus. Make sure his attack is down. Oh, I didn't swap, did I? That's okay. Right. We're alive. That's what matters right now. Defense up. The Turner order is off. We won. Yukari doesn't get the XP, but that's okay. We got the bloody button. We got 10,000 EXP. Oh my goodness, that feels so good to get done. You don't understand how many times I failed that battle. And an achievement. We're gonna start making fusions. I'm gonna start making fusions, so because when you redeem the quest, it gives you 5 million yen, but you can only hold a max of 9 mil. So I'm going to use up some of my yen real quick, make the fusions, and I'll be back once I've done that. Alrighty, I have gone ahead and fused a lot of personas, and so I cleared it up, and I redeemed the reward. That's why I have a 9 million yen now. But as you know, as you can see, after you redeem the reward, you get Heaven's Door is now available. And this is actually where you go to, this goes to a place called Monad, where you go and fight Elizabeth.